Today, Honorable Justice M.M. Sundaresh, Judge Supreme Court of India, our guest of honor, Mr. P. Chidambaram, Member of Parliament, former Union Minister and Senior Advocate, Mr. P.S. Raman, Advocate General of Tamil Nadu, other distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we are here to felicitate Mr. Mylsamy. He has completed 60 years in the bar. I am his senior both in Loyola College as well as Law College. Of course, I completed my law in 1963. We had apprentice period, so I lost 1 year. I also registered as advocate in 64. So Mylsamy and myself, I should also celebrate 60 years for non-practicing advocate. I practiced only for 3 years, from 63 to 66. Then our late leader Anna wanted me to contest the election, so I lost my profession. See, this is a very interesting profession. Legal profession is a very interesting profession. And in this profession, you never retire. I don't think Chidambaram will retire even at 90. He will go on appearing. Now, that's the kind of attachment we have for this profession. Even though I don't practice, I always feel that I'm an advocate. That's the kind of, what shall I say, the love for law, because this profession is one which can get justice for poor people, for disabled people, for weaker people, etc. And that is why this profession is always respected. But there is the other thinking also about this profession. I don't know how many of you read that. There புது கவிதைன்னு ஒன்று வந்திருக்கு. அதை நான் படித்தேன். என் நிலத்தை நான் உழுது கொண்டிருந்தேன், என் தம்பி அவன் நிலத்தை உழுது கொண்டிருந்தான், ஒரு நாள் நாங்கள் சண்டை போட்டோம், இப்பொழுது 2 பேர் நிலங்களையும் வக்கீல்கள் உழுது கொண்டிருக்கிறார். That's also another view of our profession. But I feel this is a very, very important profession because from here only comes the judiciary. And I am happy that the highest judiciary is represented. Supreme Court is represented here by Justice M.M. Sundaresh, because all of us look to the court for justice. In our country, the only problem is it's very difficult to get justice within a short period. That's the only problem we face. I hope in the future we will find out a method where we will be able to get justice in a short time. Because normally it takes for years to, even in the municipal court it takes 2-3 years. If you go to district court, it takes 5-6 years. If you go to high court, normally 10 years. Only rarely there is an exception. At present, we have 51 million cases pending in this country, 5.1 crore cases. Of course, mostly in the district level and the lower level. And out of this, I would like to mention it, that about 2 lakh cases are pending for more than 30 years in the various high courts and district courts. I think there is time that we should do something so that these people also get justice within a short period. This is being done in advanced countries. Of course, one is to increase the number of courts and judges which we are lagging behind. In fact, in January, there was a reply, December, January, we have 21 judges per million population, whereas the same number is 150 in US and 300 in China. I think it is time now that we have to consider this and increase the number of courts and judges. Of course, whatever other measures, the legal luminaries are here, senior advocates and judges are here. All of us must put our heads together so that the poor man and the middle class also will be able to go to higher courts. Now it's very difficult for them. That's one thing. The other thing is the criminal cases. There are about 5.7 lakh prisoners in India, in the Indian jails. Out of them, more than 75% are not convicts. they are under trial prisoners. There is no case filed or no judgment is got, and a policeman becomes a judge. Out of them, more than 11,000 of them are there in the jail for 5 years. There is no case against them. Case is not filed or case is not conducted. This is something which disturbs us as a student of law. I always feel that how is this justified to keep somebody in jail for years without a case or without a trial? These are things I want the legal community to consider. And I always consider the advocates community as one who can fight anything, any injustice, any inequality, anything which is wrong in the society can be fought only by advocates with courage. And this country, we want to move towards perfect democracy, full democracy. Now we are not in a full democracy, it's called flawed democracy. In the world, around 25 countries are called full democracy. About 50 countries are called flawed democracy. We come in the flawed democracy. In Asia, they say only 2 countries, South Korea and Japan. Of course, Taiwan also is included in the full democracy because there are so many defects in our democracy, in the electoral system, everything. There, I think the advocates must play a role so that we will also become a full democracy, and especially a country where you have a federal system, where you have union government and state governments. So the importance of court becomes very important in a federal setup, and especially the Supreme Court, and between the governor and the chief minister, between other officials and the state governments, etc. This becomes very important because it all depends how we are going to overcome these things and become a developed country. Ultimately, economic development should be the criteria, where we don't attach much importance now, we attach to political issues. If you see the newspaper, even 10-20% will not be there regarding the economic development. All on political development or crime, etc. These are things where I want the advocates to play a positive role. And Mylsamy has been there. Of course, I know him for more than 65 years, from Loyola College to Law College. He is doing very well. And this company was Mylsamy and Co. was founded, and now it is doing very well. I congratulate him and his family. I want him to live long with good health, and the family is coming up very well. The daughter is already there taking care of the cases, etc. I am happy that Mylsamy is celebrating 60 years in the legal profession. I wish him all the best. Thank you very much.